everyone, this is Barman973, and I am here playing some World of Warcraft. Well, not really playing. On the video I've asked what I want to record, a person named Oi Oi asked me to just kind of show... I'm sorry, I started to choke. Show my World of Warcraft characters. Now, and I just don't want to just show them, I want to tell some of the stories behind some of them. And we'll start with this guy, Bartholomew. Forgot how ugly he looks. This is the first character I had ever made, and no, I've never watched the movie Spaceballs. I just thought it was a funny name. So, yeah, I didn't even learn that there was a Bartholomew in Spaceballs until... I don't know, several years after, when somebody mentioned while I was playing him. He was the first person I ever tanked on, and I was a pretty good tank, if I should do say myself, back in Wrath of the Lich King. But he wasn't my main. This was my main, Orangette, and how I got her name was I was sitting here and I wanted to play a druid. And I looked over and I saw a can of Orangette that I had just finished drinking. And I thought to myself, that's perfect. That's what I'll name my druid. Hey, knock it up. And as I leveled her up, I played with my uncle, his wife Jessica, and a friend of his, who I can't remember the name of, and we had recruiter-friended each other, right? So, but I learned how to be a healer. That's what I was. I was a healer, and we would 4-man, 5-man dungeons. It didn't always work, but I learned how to be a pretty good healer from it. I've gone out of experience now. I haven't really healed completely since Wrath of the Lich King. This is my priest, Kalea. I don't know. It was a random name. She used to be a Draenei named Keep Eyes Off, and that's all I have to say about her. This is the man, the legend, the greatness that is Garbansby. He is the original mage that I had, you know, I used him to make some of the first videos I had ever made, using the unpaid for version of Fraps, where I only could record 30-second clips. So I tried to record, and he there he is. That's him, the legend, my buddy Garbansby. And I don't know where I got his name from. I just thought it was really cool. Here we have Volante. Volante means dragon in some language. And my sister had made Volante, so I made Volante. And they basically look exactly the same. With almost the exact same name. But that's about it. She was my first ever hunter that I had ever played on. And turns out I like the class pretty much. Here we have Kinlaren, my first ever Death Knight. I didn't play her for the longest time. You know, I had tons of characters up to level 80 at the time, and I just... I didn't want to play the Death Knight. It wasn't fun. Then I started playing, and turns out it is awesome. It's just awesome to play, and she was probably my favorite Death Knight. But times change, and I moved on to a different server. So all these characters have basically been forgotten almost. Here is Grey Pet, named Grey Pet because she's purple. And I already had an Orangette, so why not? I like Grey Pet too. Here is Kaletra. Kaletra is a name of a character that I've made in several different stories. I've never finished any of them, so I just keep reusing the name and the character. But she's an elf, not like a night elf here that doesn't look anything like her, but stop bouncing. But yeah, she's one of my favorite characters ever made. That and Daniel the Great Lanstrani. But I don't think I have a Lanstrani. Here we have Hilbert. He's my shaman. I don't remember much of playing him at all. Yep. Here we have Anti-Druid. I made Anti-Druid to play with my brother-in-law who made Pyro-Druid. So we had Pyro-Druid and Anti-Druid. Stop bouncing! And that's pretty much the detail on that one. And then we have Lieutenant Clum! He's the highest level rogue I've ever had. Yep, pretty much. That's him! Alright. Now I'll do my main server last, but we'll head on to Silver Moon. This is one I've recently started playing on. But I have another Killetra, which is a level 91 paladin, human this time. See, I don't have much to say about these. There's no real story about them, but Cathale. Here's my warrior. I like the human race, by the way. And yes, I play mostly girls, because if I'm going to watch a character from behind, it's going to be a girl and not a guy. Just plain and simple, you know. Ah, there's something in my eye! Ow! Ow, that hurt. Yeah, there's Fargisy. I did a live stream with this one once. Only got to level 7. And here's Mother of Thur. I wanted it to be Mother of 3, but you can't do that. So I had Mother of Thur. I don't know why. I just thought it would be ridiculous. I mean, it kind of looks like a name, right? Mother of Thur. Carolina, and we have another Garbansby. I think every Garbansby I've ever made has been a gnome. That's something that's never changed, I think. Let's go to Nordrasil. This is another server that I had started playing on fairly recently. Here's my 85 Shaman. I got clear to 85 with a Shaman, a healing Shaman to be specific. And I'm still not very good with them. Then we have a Mercy, or Amercy, or whatever, how you're supposed to. I liked it because you're like, no mercy, but a mercy. Kinla. Mellow Die. That is quite a headpiece you have, Mellow Die. And then we have these. Alright, let's go to Silverhand. This is the only role-player server I've ever gotten on. But a long time ago, I used to watch this guy called Oxhorn. And I loved him. He stopped doing the stuff that I liked him for now. But this is Sergeant Clum. Obviously, the Lieutenant Clum on Zangermarsh got a promotion. And Clum, by the way, is something I just named myself a long time ago. It's technically another nickname that I have. I usually go by Sergeant or Lieutenant. So, yeah, I haven't played on him a whole lot, but I joined the guild that Oxhorn had on this server. And then he basically stopped playing, and I didn't feel the need to continue to get on him anymore. I thought about role-playing, but I wouldn't have no idea what to do. I can make stories for my character, but I feel like if I make too big of a story behind my character, it will seem boring to other people. I think I made this one to help one of my sister's friends who wanted to try playing. This is where I play on the Horde. I don't play Horde very often, but I have this one, Raven 98. made so she can try it. But this is my highest level Horde character, which is a Grey Pet, and actually she used to be a Night Elf. She was a Night Elf up to level 84, I believe, and then I changed factions because I had a group of friends that were playing Horde on this server, and then they changed to a different server, so I just kept her here and stopped trying. Because it cost money to get, I had to transfer her from a different server and get her a race change. It was just not fun. But yeah, this is my highest level Horde character. And I don't remember playing on Nomergon ever, really. And that would be why. Stop bouncing! This is Toggle Switch! He's actually became the base name of another one of my mains on Terralion. And we have another Garbansby, which, see? Gnome! Alright, and then we have my main server that I play on now. Now, I started playing on this server because, first off, nobody played on Zangarmarsh that I knew anymore. Nobody. So, stop bouncing! So, I changed to Terralion when Markiplier had a live stream on World of Warcraft, and he was playing on Terralion, and they made a guild, Markiplier's Heroes, which I'm still in, by the way. It's dead. The guild is dead, but I'm still in it, and I'm probably going to think about changing it, so I can actually go with another group. But, you know. Well, anyway, this is my main server, and this is my Sophria. I guess she's one of my main. I would say Kaletra and Sophria are part of my mains. And, by the way, I have transmogged a lot of the characters on here. I thought this was a pretty cool transmog, with her eye patch and her gloves and her boots and everything. And that's Kringle. I caught him on Christmas, so I thought Kris Kringle, and he caught him in Northrend, which is, you know, like the North Pole, basically. So I named him Kringle. And this is my Paladin. You've probably seen her before. If you've ever seen one of my live streams, I play on her very often. Once again, a very nice transmog here. I found this set of gear, and I liked it for the chest piece, the belt, and the shoes and everything, because it looked very streamlined. I don't like the fact that it shows so much skin. I don't, but it does look really neat, and the only part I don't like about it is her bracers right now. She's got this big hammer that you can see Maraud holding. I've always wanted one, and I finally found one, and so that's really cool. Here is Grey Pet, once again, and do you know how hard it is to find purple armor that doesn't look like this, or it looks knobby and disgusting? I really like this sword. This is actually a low-level sword. Stop bouncing! A low-level sword that you get from the Warrior quest line to go into Shadow Moon Keep, I believe. And I like the little halo, and she has... So she is totally, you know, like Grey Pet. Purple hair, purple skin, purple armor. Anson has my favorite transmog. Anson... He looks like a little sailor gnome, and once again, his outfit came from Oxhorn as well. Actually, he made a song called "Don't Take a Gnome Out to Sea" or something like that. Well, they end up all dying because they took the gnome out to sea because they're like bad luck. So I made him a little sailor. Here we have Toggle. As I said, Toggle Switch. He's in his Death Knight armor. And he has Quel'Danar and the Headless Horseman's sword. I thought that was really appropriate for his armor. And I play on him. He just barely became 100, so... I'm sorry, I'm choking. I ate cashews before, so... Alright, here we have Tarana. She is my druid. And, stop bouncing! This is a very nice transmog, and once again, she's a brand new level 100. I tried to get a lot of my characters up as high to level 100, so when the Legion expansion comes out, I can get all sorts of different legendary weapons. But yeah, I like her outfit a lot. She almost looks like a pirate to me. So that I found the chest piece, and I'm like, wow, that looks just like a pirate would. So let's try to find other things that would match. And yeah, I thought it turned out this is like a Titan sort of thing, so it's not really piratey, but there wasn't very good maces. Here we have my warrior. This is Admiral Taylor's greatsword, and Admiral Taylor was one of my favorite characters. I was so mad when they killed him. Because now, he's technically a ghost still in your garrison, but now he won't continue on to Legion. That makes me so mad. And I like her armor a lot. It's, even though she's a warrior, it looks very, almost paladin-ish. But my paladin is wearing flames, so... Alright, next one. This is Kalea, another priest, like Anson, level 100. And she's sporting this, and she has, I think that's a wand. I don't think I've transmogged that wand yet. But she's very nice. I don't play on her actually too often. I prefer Anson. But what can you do? Alright, and this is Trya, another hunter. I didn't transmog her at all. She was actually my very first level 100, but that was because I was leveling my main, which was Sophria, with my mom. And I wanted to see all the way to level 100 with all the quest lines and the stories and stuff like that. So that's what I want. That's what I did. And afterwards, she just kind of fell out, fell through the cracks. And right now, I just use her as a jewel crafter, really. And even then, that's not very useful as much anymore. Hopefully it will be in the expansion, though. This is Olnik, my mage. I actually got him to level 20, I think, and then we Granta leveled him all the way up to level 85. I'm sorry, I keep joking. So that we could have a guy that could do portals on the server. And then we have Jen Soraya. She's one of my newest characters on the server. Still leveling her up, just still working on her. And she's another paladin, so I have 2 paladins, 2 hunters, 2 priests, 2 warriors on this server. But that's okay, because those are the classes I love to play. I don't really like rogue, I don't really like monk, I don't really like warlock. And I guess I probably could do it. Maybe I need to make Jen Soraya a shaman on this server. Maybe I'll have to do that. I'll have to start all over because I want to be able to make a demon hunter. I don't have the expansion yet. I'm dead broke currently. But I think that is all the characters that I have. This was actually pretty fun just for me to come talk about things and you know, whatnot. So thank you again to Oi Oi who suggested the video. And this is Poorman973, and I hope you all have a nice day.